Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Harvin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida's offense will be first on the attack. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look...
There he goes! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Spalding. Finds his tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gator!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Law. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing.
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Spalding. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Spalding. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's blocked. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Got it in the middle. It's Cheek. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure that's...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. A great catch and run for 6.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking downfield, it's Law. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. off the play fake on first down. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Gator! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And he is piling up the touchdowns in this one. Remember, Tebow put a 55 spot up on the board, and Warfel knew how to find the end zone, too.
Yeah, tons of guys have known how to do that when they've worn the blue and orange, but this offense is really cooking, balanced around him. He When you can run like this and throw the football, just puts so much pressure on defenses. It's an absolute nightmare.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hatchett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's long. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Swings it out to the flat. And they got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Spalding. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Harvin. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Up-tempo for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. In the red area, it's Foster. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Spalding. Trying to bow his way out. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cheek. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. The give on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns are on the move. Back to throw, it's Law. Got the quick pass. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Given 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Spalding. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Foster. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Final minute now of the third quarter. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get And by the way, he wasn't having it.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense.
Ready up.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cheek. Looking for room at the 40. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Wait. Grabbing and tugging there, the offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The give from the gun.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Ready,
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. They'll run the sneak for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Hatchett. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Fuller. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Got it behind the line. It's Upshaw. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fuller. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.